All right. This is once again for all you ladies out there and gentlemen. A little romantic, tender time. Candlelights. Good stuff. Mazzy Star. Just picture yourself at a campfire in the bottom of the Grand Canyon. It'd be awesome. Great. Easy to sing. Beautiful lyrics. Easy range to hit. You know, we don't all got to be Mariah Carey to write a great song. So Mazzy Star is awesome artist. Very easy songs. Very good songs. So anyways, 5-string Serenade, because all you need to play is 5 strings and you're good. So let's give it a shot. 5-string Serenade. So in this song we're going to be using a G, an A, a C, and a D, and a D suspended, just for fun. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off, and it actually hammers into this G chord. So we got... So I use my 3rd and 2nd finger for this because you're going to be right in this A to C chord. So these fingers are, you know, already there, and they're already going to play that C chord. So it just makes sense to hammer in at this point. So you're going to hammer on with your 3rd finger onto the 3rd fret of the low E string. And then your 2nd finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the A string. So we got... And then you're just going to pick the D and the G strings open. So if you can watch this hand, we got... Now we're going to go to the A chord, and you're just going to take that 1st finger and bar it across the 2nd fret. So we got open A, right? So we got 2, 2, and 2. So we got... All we're going to be responsible for in this song is the A, D, and G on that chord. So we got... And then that takes us to the C chord, which is the one with the little bit of a picking pattern. So we got... So that's typical open C chord. 3rd finger, 3rd fret. 2nd finger, 2nd fret, D string. Open G. 1st finger is on the 1st fret, B string. And then we also have an open E. Now on the C chord, for all you beginning players out there, you got to make sure your fingers are really curved so that so all those notes will ring out. So remember, when you're playing chords with your thumb up here like this, oftentimes it brings your hand down a little bit so those notes can be muted out. If you just take this thumb and scoot it back a little bit, it gives a nice C shape to your hand. Right? Okay, so back to the song we got. So on that C chord, we're going to pick A, D, G, D, B. So we got back to the B and the G, D, G. So we got again A, D, G, D, B, G, D, G. Right? And that's what it does during the verse of the song. And then as it goes into the kind of pre-chorus into the chorus, you're going to stick on that C for 3 times in a row. So it's going to go. This is when you get into the D chord. Kind of a familiar pattern to the C chord. So we're going to have D, G, B, G, and then B, G, B. Except when you come back to that B, you're actually going to take your finger off and it's going to be an open B. So we got. Back to that C. That's the only tricky part of the song. Now that's a hammering on to the suspended part of the chord. So what that means is your pinky is going to go down here and you're going to hammer on. A hammer on is just you're hammering onto a note. You're not picking it twice. It's going to be a hammer on and then a pull off. And it pulls off to this second fret. So basically it looks like this. Right? But you're doing it in the context of this D chord. So that's the. So we got D, G, B, G, and then you go down to that high E and do the hammer on and pull off. Back to the B, G, and then open. All right, and then back into the C. Actually, I lied. You just do that D over and over again. So we got. Right, and that's basically, for the most part, most of the song. So just work on that part of the song for now. I think that's basically all it does. So let's work on the 3 parts of the song. We got. And then that just recycles over and over again. Into the chorus part, we have the C repeated 3 times. Right? That's another part. So practice that into this D part. So we got. And back into the C. Right? Over and over again. And then that takes us into the last part. So work on those 3 parts, or 4 parts, and get those all down by themselves, and then put it all together. This part is the most challenging for me. Believe it or not, I really have a hard time with. So even songs like this are great for me. Even players that, would be intermediate to advanced, we can always work on clean chords picking. Because the majority of the time that you play guitar, if you're going to play in a band setting, you're going to be playing these types of things, whether it's, or Hendrixy, whatever, You're going to be playing chords to a songs if you want to be playing for people. Songs are good. This kind of stuff, Mazzy Star, very simple, very easy, very clean. So you have to be precise to make it sound good. So practice up. Catch you next time. You girls out there, let me know what songs you want to hear. I'll learn them. We'll learn them together. All right, take it easy.